Hey, yo, buddy.
Montana. Good morning. Day one.
The backbone of our trip out west was to visit our good friend Justin, who is seasonally employed in Bozeman, Montana. We felt not only lucky to have a place to stay while we experienced the town, but also to have a really knowledgeable tour guide to show us all the best spots. We spent 3 days in Bozeman, and although this is just the highlights of all of the activities we did, the real best part of it all was hanging out with our friend Justin. We started our first morning off with the best chorizo burrito I've ever had in my life, before heading to the Museum of the Rockies. This museum had the most phenomenal collection of fossils I have ever seen. We learned so much about dinosaurs and other prehistoric creatures, and learned so much about Montana's role in the learning about these prehistoric creatures, and that many archaeological sites are housed within this state. Wow.
Can't believe they got a fossil of a unicorn.
After a quick boba break, we also got to explore the living farmstead that is preserved on the premises of the museum, called the Tinley House. Although it was neat to see the farmstead itself, our favorite part was the beautiful gardens that surrounded it.
This is where we die.
This is terrifying.
Oh, it's so cool down here. I'm just gonna hang out down here.
Right.
Is this it? What, is there light in here?
After visiting the museum, we headed home real quick to grab Hopper and some gear to head out on one of Justin's favorite hikes. We drove deep into the Bridger Mountains to hike a hike called the Fairy Lake Trail. By the time we got to the trailhead, we had already been stunned by the views, and it only got better from there. As we gained altitude, we also gained perspective on the land around us. As dramatic as it sounds to say, up to this point in my life, I had only ever dreamed of hikes like this. And the steep uphill terrain was not the only thing taking my breath away. Towards the summit, we had the pleasure of a visit with some mountain goats, which at this point were just absurdly majestic. Not wanting to disturb the goats further, we headed back down, feeling like kids on a jungle gym in some of the rockier spots. And as the golden hour crept in, the hike only got more surreal. And in my opinion, all good hikes include a body of water to swim in after. So of course, we had to get into the beautiful, majestic fairy lake after that.
What's going on?
How come?
On our way home, we reminisced on some of our favorite hikes in our lifetimes, and we ordered pizza and had a cozy night in, sleeping well after such a busy day. Yeah, you go, guys.
Good morning, Bozeman.
I lost one of my earrings.
Oh no!
But it was in my hair.
Excellent.
Embedded in my hair.
I've been there. On our second day in Bozeman, it was going to be very, very hot. So after getting our morning coffee, we decided to head to the Yellowstone River to do a tubing trip. The Yellowstone was the perfect river to tube down in this section. It was nice and cool, it was quiet, and there were some fun choppy sections that made it feel like an amusement park ride.
There was a hog island.
Yeah, that's by Beaver
By
Island.
Beaver Island, there were snakes on it, and they wanted to get rid of them, so they put a bunch of hogs on it. And
There was a Snake Island in Michigan?
the hogs all died, and the snakes survived. So I think they should rename it.
Well, they named it.
We took a break from the hard work of floating down the river to spend some time in the sandy little stretch of beach here on the side of the Yellowstone. It also had a more tepid pool of water with no current that we could swim in, without fear of being carried away by the swift current.
Yeah.
Josh, did you shit your pants with us, or-
Huh? Oh yeah, I was gonna say, that's not dirt. That's definitely shit. No, it's from rubbing up against those rocks.
I'm rubbing up against them. Yeah. You showing me your butt?
Are you videotaping this?
I'm in the whirlpool!
After lots of fun in the sun and the water, we headed back to the house to take a nap before heading out for dinner. We went to a bar a bit further out of town called The Jump. They had live music and great food and beer and a really, really funny sign in the women's bathroom. And then the sun set on yet another awesome day under the big skies of Montana. You good boy, Hopper. You good boy. The next morning, we headed out on a local hike that took us through some beautiful green pastures that set us in the middle of a panoramic view of the Bridger Mountain Range. You can run forever. More bite. Although it was super fun to make close acquaintances with cows along our hike, it also meant that we had to beware of cow patties. After our hike, we earned a big breakfast, so we went to the feed where I had what is possibly the most delicious breakfast of my entire life, complete with a huckleberry coffee.
Are you meeting God?
So good. Look at that bacon.
Wow, that's sick.
From Black Dog Farms.
Met God. Get a bacon.
We then spent some time exploring some of the local shops, including a vintage store and, of course, an outdoor store. And then because it was another hot day, we headed out of Bozeman for a little more river time, this time in the Madison River.
I don't think it's your leg. The tree.
Did you get my snout?
Yeah, he did.
Coming after me?
That's all, dude. That's all. Look at that. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, baby!
Oh, shit.
Did you just get a knob to the nose? It might. Oh god, Justin. Belly smacker. Nice. 1, 2, 3. Oh no! It is pesto, spinach, and something creamy.
Okay, nice.
And
Is that pan big enough?
With my best man, Justin. And it started raining, yeah. The clouds were creeping in. Now time to eat. Now it's time for a little bit of pesto and noodles.
Pesto.
Bubble butt. Bubble butt. Bubble butt.
Given that this was our last full day of hanging out in Bozeman with Justin, we decided that it was important that we go appreciate the evening air and enjoy a sunset on Pete's Hill. We got there just in time to see the sun creeping below the horizon and enjoy a glorious afterglow. After enjoying the sunset, we headed back to the house to set up for a little camp out sleepover all together on our last night. And of course, we had to have some cuddles with Hopper and some good reflection on our fun few days together. I am really one lucky gal with a group of really amazing friends.